Good morning, children. Welcome to your EVS class. Let us begin with our new lesson. What is that? Lesson number 5, our first school home. Now open page number 32, lesson number 5, our first school, that is home. So the lesson is going to talk about how home is our first school. Before going to school, we learn so many things at home. So let us just go through the lesson. Our home is our first school. Members of our home are our family, the members that stay with us in the home, that are our family members. We learn so many things from our family much before we learn from anybody else, anywhere else. What is the lesson saying? That there are many things that we learn from our family itself before learning from anybody else, that is before going to the school, before talking to your neighbors, but some basic things that we learn from our family itself. The first thing that comes is our language, that is our mother tongue, the language that is spoken in our house. Nobody has given you any classes for that, nobody has taught you, but then you listen and you learn it. Yes. Now looking further, this is because we are so close to our family. Now let us think about our family and talk about it. So just think about your family and we're going to talk about it. Now draw or paste a picture of your family. So what can be done is you can draw a picture of your family on a A4 size paper and then cut it small and then stick it in the place given. Okay, then let us come to the next page. Page number 33 says, who all are there in your family? Write the names and how they are related to you. Write the names of the family members and your relationship with them. Okay, for example, your father, so you're going to write the name of your father and relation is father. Then mother, write her name and then mother. Then if you have a brother or a sister, then if you have aunt and your uncle, if you have grandparents, okay, those are staying in your house. So now coming to the next is write the relationship between any two members of your family, such as husband wife, brother sister, mother daughter. Okay, so now you have to make a pair of the relationships, like husband and wife. Who are husband and wife? Your grandfather and grandmother are husband and wife. Your father and mother are husband and wife. Your uncle and aunt are husband and wife. Then brother and sister. Who are the brother and sister? Maybe if you are a boy, you will be having a sister. If you are a girl, you will be having a brother, and you can have the same gender siblings also. Like if you are a brother, you may have a brother, and if you have a sister, you may have a sister. Likewise, you're going to just jot it down. Okay. And now coming to the next part, that is name of two members of the family and their relationship. So you're going to write, see, one example is given, Ramesh bhai and Rupal. So what are their relationship? They are uncle and niece. So Ramesh bhai is the uncle of Rupal. So they have written the relationship. Similarly, in your home, you're going to write the name of the persons and what relationship do they share. For example, if you're going to write the name of your father, your name, and then here you write father and daughter. Okay, so find out the relationships in your house. Now think and answer. What is your nickname? What is the name that your parents, your family members call out? Then by what name do your family members call you lovingly? So there is a nickname which maybe your all family members know, and a loving name that maybe your mom or dad call you by. Then how do you call your family members? Like what do you call your mom, dad, that you're going to mention? You can write it here itself with pencil. Okay. So because see why this? Because many children talk in different language at their house, right? Like for example, I call my mummy and daddy I and baba. So you may be calling something else, mummy, papa, ma, baba, whatever. So you're going to write it down. Look at the picture which is given on the next page. Two persons in the picture look similar. So let us go to the next page. Okay, which are the two persons that look similar? Yes, I think this girl and her mom, and this girl and her mom, they look similar. Yeah. Is there any similarity between you and any other member of your family? in the way you walk, you talk, you smile, or even in your looks, with whom and how. So that you're going to mention. See, in the family, when we are born to a family, we inherit the characteristics in the sense of looks, in the sense of behavior, in the sense of tantrums. So that you are going to jot down, like maybe somebody would say that આ તો સાવ એના ફોઈ જેવું જ કરે છે, right? So that you can write down, like when your father was young, of your age, your grandfather would say that your father was acting the same way you do. So that you're going to mention in this. Now let us read about Salman's family. The elder member of Salman's family work as dhobis. So what are dhobis? Dhobis are the one who would collect the clothes from our house and wash them and iron them and give it back to us, right? So here's a picture also. All the members of the family lend a hand in washing. What does that mean? They help in washing, drying and ironing the clothes. So all the members of the family work together. Salman and his cousin Rafiq are also learning the work done by the family. So Salman and Rafiq, they are cousins, maybe of the same age. So they also observe their elders do, and they also observe how they help each other, how the elders are helping each other in the work. So they are also learning how to help. Is your family involved in any particular work? If yes, what? So are your family members working together in any particular work? Are they doing any sort of work for earning their livelihood together? If yes, then what is that kind of work? In which all work do you help at home? So now this is another question. What are the work that you take responsibility and what work that you do at home? Okay. Then coming to the next page. We learn many things from our family members. Salman and his cousin Rafiq learned cycling from his family. So they are talking about many things that we learn from our house itself, which is our first school, right? So as Salman and Rafiq also learned cycling from his uncle. So is there any skill that you have learned at your home from your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt? Then coming to the next, think and tell. You also learned many things from your family. What and from whom? Has anyone learned anything from you? Okay. So now apart from you learning things from your family members, here's a nice question, like, has anyone learned anything from you? Have you ever helped anybody? Maybe your siblings, maybe your cousins, maybe sometimes you can teach some craft, some artwork to your mom, right? So then coming to think and answer, whom do you meet? Right. When I am sad, I go to my. So in your family, when you are sad, whom do you go and talk to? You are going to write his or her name. When I want to know about the past, I go to my. See, whenever we want to know about the past, we talk to our elders, right? Like if you want to know that when you were too young, when you were 2 or 3, when you were not able to talk, so that time what were you doing? So you would ask maybe your grandparents or your parents, right? The ones that who stay with you in your family. When I want to share my secrets, I go to my. Now, who is your secret buddy in your family? See, there are many things that we tell our mom and we tell her not to tell to dad. Yes, at times it happens. Yes, and many times if we want something, we would just tell it to our dad and ask him not to tell it to mom, and sometimes we would tell it to mom and not to tell it to dad, right? So you just have to mention that. When I do something wrong, I go to my. So when you did something wrong, whom do you go to and talk that you have done wrong and you feel bad about it? So yeah, it's an activity that you'll be doing on your own. You can take the help of your parents. Now coming to the next paragraph, everyone removes their shoes before entering the house. This is the custom in Surekha's family. Some of Surekha's friends enter her house without removing their shoes. Surekha's grandfather gets angry at that. Are there any particular customs followed by your family, and what are those? See, here they are talking about another family, that is Surekha's family, where everybody is supposed to take out their shoes, their footwears outside the house. You cannot enter. Maybe I think most of us also practice the same, right? And if we wear something in our house, that footwear is specifically only used in our house itself. Okay, we're not going out with the same. When we go out, we wear something else, right? Because you know that the germs will enter your house. So Surekha's family has a wonderful practice now, and when Surekha's some friends would not follow this and they would enter in the house, then her grandfather really gets angry about it. So now there is a question, are there any particular customs followed by your house? Is there any specific thing that is followed at your house? So you're going to mention that, right? So just think about it and you're going to write it down. Now coming to the next page, think and tell. Does any member of your family have any particular habit like laughing loudly when they are happy? So you're going to write about it. You are going to write it in the book itself. Maybe they are the relationships or the names of their family members. What do you do when you are happy? So yes, you just think and write. You may need a line or two for this. What other people do except laughing when they are happy? So this is an observation activity. See, there are some people, they would not laugh loudly, but they would also clap. Yeah, have you seen somebody like when they will be overjoyed, they will just clap. I have seen many people, they would hit others out of happiness. Yeah, they would tap on our back. So you just have to think about it. You just have to have a keen observation. Then the next is what other people do except laughing. That is done. How do you show respect to your elders in your family? So what is your way to show respect to your family members? See, basically in our culture, we are habituated to touch our feet of our elders, right? And specifically during any celebrations, any festivals, we do that, right? But this is not only the respect that we will show. The time when we will start following their instructions, obeying their rules, this is the way we are going to show respect. So you just think and reflect to this question. Then look around to see how others show respect. Now look around your society, your friends, your other family members. How do they practice showing the respect? Okay. Now the next is know and tell. What did older members of the family do in their childhood? Now you will have to talk to the older members of your family, like when they were young, what did they do? What kind of games they played? How many hours did they study? How was it very easy for them to go to school and study? Okay, what kind of food habits they had? What kind of snacks they used to eat? Because they did not eat Maggie at that time, so you just have to talk to your grandparents. Then listen funny incidences from older members of your family. So you're going to ask them whether they can recall any funny incidences. You can talk to your grandparents, you can talk to your parents, right? And just listen to them. Ask them what a funny that would make us laugh. Okay, so just ask them. So children, in this lesson we have learned that whether we live in a nuclear family or a joint family. What is a nuclear family? Which has only father, mother and you, that is the children. And the joint family has your father, mother, you, your brother, sister, your grandparents, your uncle, your aunt, their children, that is your cousins, and this makes a family. And in family we knowingly, unknowingly learn so many things. So family members are our first teacher and family is our school.